Hey guys, this is Camfree15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Dragon Dragon Quest episode review for Adventure of Die. Honestly, this week I definitely sound much better than I did last week. So all it takes is about a week, and guess what? You're feeling better. But wow, this episode was really crazy. The plot twist, and then the episode leaving off on that cliffhanger, man. Really good stuff here in this episode. This is one of my favorite episodes of Die the Adventure of Die. This freaking whole shock had me freaking just going insane. Anyways, this is Dragon Quest episode 58. So let's get to it. Now, after Die used his draconic aura attack on Vearn, it looked like Vearn was, well, defeated. But no, Vearn just cast a full heal spell and he re-heals all the damage he took and everything. Because of this, he's like, okay, now I'm gonna get serious. So here's what he does. He pulls out his own legendary weapon, and it's called the Staff of Audacity. Now, Baruch actually made the weapon himself. Now, Dai doesn't believe him, or doesn't believe what Vearn says, but Vern's like, it's true, sadly. And even Baruch's talking to some of the members of the Troika, even bad luck about this whole thing. Now, we do find out that Baruch was kind of a hard Darkling to work with from Vern's perspective, especially from the standpoint he actually said, from the standpoint he actually makes these type of weapons for humans too, and stuff like that. Now, Baruch goes on to say, like, back then, you know, I showed Vearn so many weapons of my choice, of what I had, even the dark armor sword. But he ended up choosing, obviously, the Audacity staff. Now, Baruch goes on to say that this staff is like the somatic staff, and it uses magic power to then turn it into attack power. Now, with that staff, he goes on to make a mention that it's limited in what it can do, and it's limited in absorbing magic, of how much magic. Here, this staff has no limit. The staff Vearn has no limits. So that's what happens. So the staff, when Dark King Vearn is using it, wraps around his arm, and it just sucks, it sucks most of his magic power. Okay, sorry for that quick little weird pause and then break. I had to go feed my dog. Anyways, as I was saying, Dark King Vearn allows the staff to absorb his magic power, and when he does it, he just shows off his true power, and Dai tries to counter it, but they clash, and Dai ends up losing the clash, and it actually breaks his freaking sword in two. It cuts in half. Dai kind of gets pushed back, and after that point, Dai kind of loses the will to fight, and that's it. And Pop's kind of screaming out like, please, not like this, Dai, please don't die like this, I don't want to see that look on your face. All of a sudden, Vearn uses his attack called Calamitous Wall, and it's looking like, okay, that's it, and everything. Now, Crocodile and Hunuckle stand in front. This kind of snaps Dai back out, and he's like, and they're both, since they're kind of indebted their life to Dai, they're like, well, we're gonna be here to protect you, even if it gives any one last second, we'll die for Dai. Okay. That still sounds so weird. We'll die for Dai. Anyways, they end up getting attacked. Dai ends up getting kind of pushed back, and then I did like this moment where it's looking like Pop and Mom are gonna end up taking the attack and getting hit by it and potentially dying from it. And Pop's like, Mom, can you give me this one last wish? Can I hold your hand through this whole thing? And I'm like, okay, are we going back to Pop and Mom relationship now? Because Mom did have a little bit of a blush in this whole moment. Why? And then again, for some reason, why the hell did that moment give me some Toy Story 3 vibe? Because if you remember from Toy Story 3, you know, all the toys held the hands when they were looking like they were going to get incinerated and stuff like that. But just like how the aliens came in to save the day, well, Hadlar surprisingly came to save the day, and he essentially breaks the fold that they were on, and Pop and Mom fly into the ocean or fall into the ocean and everything. We don't know anything about. Well, we see what happens to Dai. He eventually gets taken at the end of the episode by the mother dragon. But as for Hunicle and Crocodile, we don't know where they are. As well, and Mom and Pop are kind of just chilling, but we see that they kind of eventually wash up in the Carl Kingdom from next week's episode, and stuff like that. So Hunicle shocking me, and I'm like, he's still alive. What the hell is going on here? So I lost my damn mind watching this, and I'm like, Hadlar's still alive. What the fuck, man? So that's the thing. Now Vearn's like, he's like, you just saved Dai and the heroes. Why would you do that? What, you took their side or something? And Hadlar's like, oh please, I didn't take their side. I just did that because I don't want nobody else to kill Dai other than me, and stuff like that. And Dark King Vearn's like, oh, very interesting, and stuff like that. Dark King Vearn also realizes that now that the black core is out of Hadlar has a select amount of time to live. So, he's not, essentially, he's saying, like, Hadlar, you're not going to live for long. But, I've given you chance after chance after time after time after time, and I've given you all these second chances. Well, you know what? You failed me. I'm going to kill you. Yada, yada, yada. So that's crazy. Now, the Royal Guard members, like him, Albanese, Block, and Sigma, and the others, they all are, since Hadlar's pressure, they're still alive since Hadlar's still alive. They go to him, but then they end up getting in a trap with Kill Vearn and Mr. Vearn. Mr. Vearn uses dark puppetry hand to keep them in place. Everything, because they see this all happening. And, Mr. Vearn and Kill Vearn try to sway them, like, by saying, like, oh, they saved the hero's party. He saved the hero's party and everything. But Hadlar goes on to, but the thing is, Hadlar goes on to say, because Mr. Vearn and Kill Vearn are like, hey, Hadlar, we got your men. What do you, don't you want to save them? And Hadlar's like, I could care less about them. Listen, my whole goal, our whole goal is to defeat Dai and his friends. So I could care less what happens to him. And Hadlar's like, in the end, it doesn't matter because we're gonna die I'm gonna die regardless. So they end up dying as well, which is hinting at the fact about the black core and everything. And obviously him likes this speech, and he's like, that's right, Hadlar, I like this. We fight for our own selves. We don't take orders from nobody. And you get a fight between Vearn and Hadlar, and it's kind of a crazy fight. Hadlar actually kind of has the upper hand in this fight, because he goes on to make the mention to Vearn. He's like, listen, dude, ever since you pulled out that staff and you let it absorb your power, your magic power isn't as strong as it once was when you first went up against Dai and the others. That thing, that staff has been sapping away your magic power. You're weaker, which gives me the advantage, and I can finish you off. And two, Vearn also makes the mention, like, he's, Hadlar's getting stronger, but he should be getting weaker. But because he's being a superior being, I didn't plan for this. That whole ability of the standpoint that when he gets defeated, he comes back stronger again. Well, he still is strong. He still is coming back stronger than last time. And Dark King Vearn's like, I thought that ability was taken away when he became a superior being. So that's the whole thing. Now it gets to the point where Hadlar pulls out his sword, and also too, he makes him, Dark King Vearn can't break his Hadlar sword too. So what happens next up is Hadlar is about to look like to finish Dark King Vearn off with an ultra combustion slash, but just like it, you would think, the main antagonist of the story isn't going to get beaten by somebody else. And I wish my freaking co-host was on the channel here, which I forgot to make a mention. My co-host, the Red Wolf, isn't on this video because he's actually spending his Thanksgiving week in Mexico. So that's what he's going to be doing. He won't be back for probably a few days, or probably for about a week or two. I know he's gonna be out this week and more than likely next week, since Thanksgiving Day is on Thursday, if you celebrate that in your household. So yeah, but he'll probably be back the week leading into December. So the thing is, so anyways, like I'm saying, it's looking like Hadlar's gonna kill him, but lo and behold, the sniveling coward, the Bobbity of the series, Zabarera, remakes his reappearance. And man, I'm telling you, if, like I said, if my co-host was here, just imagine, I could just imagine his reaction to this. He manages to hold Hadlar back, and he's like, "You thought you can get away from me, Hadlar? You need to know who your maker of being a superior being is." And that whole spiel, and it's like, oh brother, this cat's again. Now it's looking like Vearn's gonna use this opportunity to kill Hadlar, but all of a sudden we see Block get in the way, and he actually protects Hadlar, switches places with him, and his armor body splits apart, and we kind of see a skinnier Block, and he takes the hit. And as Hadlar and the other Royal Guards members are being transported away, he tells all the Royal Guard members, listen, protect Lord Hadlar and everything. And yeah, so they go away. Obviously the whole thing is, Vearn's kind of pissed off. He's like, you see, in the game of chess, the rook can switch places with a king to save them. And Vearn's like, but the only problem with that damn standpoint is I had already won and he cheated. I had him in check, and everything. So Vearn's pissed that the game of chess ain't working for him. So they get transported away. I don't know where they're going. I would envision they're going to try to make they're going to heal up and make another assault on Dark King Vearn. In the meantime, we see Pop and Mom look at something. There's something high in the sky, and then we see the Mother Dragon. Pop and Mom see it's carrying Die away, and we know that the Mother Dragon signifies that a Dragon Knight has died, and a new one will be born. And obviously, because Vearn's seen this, he's like, well, now that's it. Now that there's no more Dragon Knight, well, guess what? There's nobody in the world that can stop me now. It would take decades for the next one to even get up to it. To even grow in strength to even try to combat me. But I win, so let's go purge this war into purgatory and hell and stuff like that. And that's where the episode ends. Next week, seeming like we're gonna see where everybody's been split off to and what's going on. I refuse to believe that Die is truly dead. I feel like this is the type of thing where the Mother Dragon is like, you need to realize who you are, otherwise you will die. Like, this is like a second chance at life in a way, and stuff like that. So yeah, I think this will probably the next week will probably be the part where Dai gets his true Dragon Knight powers, where he can be able to maintain it for a long period of time and essentially be super strong and stuff like that. So it's going to be very interesting to see where the story goes. This was a really good episode, and I had a blast watching it. The Hadlar, coming back actually absolutely shocked me. I was utterly like, he's back. But other than that, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night watching this video. For one, I know I am, because even though I don't have it yet, but I actually did buy myself a Switch Lite. My birthday's actually coming up, so I guess I can do it. And I got a check from being a football coach and everything, so I wasted most of my money on that. And then I'll eventually end up getting yes, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I'll get both those games. I'll play it. If I could play it on the channel, I could, but I don't have a capture card, and I'm not trying to, pay enormous types of money for a capture card. So yeah, but I'm gonna have fun playing that whenever my Switch Lite comes in the mail. And yeah, as well as hopefully you guys have a great Thanksgiving week. And hopefully if you guys celebrate, hopefully you guys have a great Thanksgiving Day. I probably won't see you guys probably until next Friday, which is the day after Thanksgiving Day. So I might as well say it now and get it out the way. But other other than that, that's it. So like I said, if you like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode. Again, do not leave spoilers of what's going to happen next in the story, since I am a first-time viewer of this series, as well as hit the subscribe button if you want to get more Dragon Quest content, as well as any other content I upload to the channel, like My Hero Academia. I recently uploaded the most recent today's chapter review of Dragon Ball Super, so get my thoughts on that. It'll be a more positive video if you're fans of Dragon Ball. What else? Tomorrow I'll do a review on One Piece episode 1000 because it is a huge milestone for the anime, so look forward to that video tomorrow night. And look forward to on Sunday, probably sometime in the afternoon, or probably more than likely the evening on Sunday, I'm going to be reading the Black Clover manga after starting off from the one chapter after the anime ended, since I have finally officially cut off the last arc. Spade Kingdom arc review for the anime is actually going up tomorrow morning, so hopefully you guys are really expected for that. I have a lot of good things planned and stuff like that. You know, Fairy Tail arc reviews are coming down to the wire. I only got 2 more videos left, and that's kind of it. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm gonna be checking this video. Until then, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Excuse me. Peace.